Well, hi there, everybody. Good Tuesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. We have had a few showers and storms out there early this morning. The brunt of the activity now pushing into eastern Nebraska early this morning. So Futurecast a little bit behind on the timing of this, but the trend will be for dissipating precipitation with only a small chance later on today in eastern Nebraska. Meanwhile, clouds will try to clear up somewhat. For the farther west you live, the more in the way in sunshine you're going to see today. The farther east you go, could potentially be stuck under more clouds much of the day. We'll wait and see on that. That's still kind of a question mark because there could be some sunshine out in eastern Nebraska as well. Then the focus turns towards the areas to the northwest late this afternoon to this evening as strong thunderstorms are going to develop. Large hail and maybe an isolated tornado to initially kind of the biggest issue with any severe weather that does develop in those locations. But then it will become more of a merged complex of showers and thunderstorms with damaging winds becoming the biggest threat, especially along the leading edge of those showers and storms. Now the brunt of it will stay north of Interstate 80, may eventually cross southward, but they should weaken as they push into eastern Nebraska. And as we head into tomorrow morning, now it shows us drying out for tomorrow. There are many more forecast models, though, still keeping chances of showers and storms around during the day tomorrow. That's kind of the big question of the day, is if we dry things out or if we see those showers and storms. That will have an impact on temperatures. Now, it is more likely, though, that for sure we will see showers and storms develop out west towards tomorrow evening and then press eastward Wednesday night in the form of some strong to severe thunderstorms, something we'll have to watch for. So really all day tomorrow a chance, but the better chance is tomorrow night. Now for later today, late this afternoon into tonight, there is a slight risk of severe weather across northern western portions of the viewing area, really from about Imperial all the way northeast towards the Neely and O'Neill areas, and then back to the west towards the Valentine and Gordon areas. All those areas in between a slight risk, a moderate risk farther to the southeast as those storms weaken. Again, the severe threat won't be quite as high. And I mentioned again, all modes of severe weather possible, but especially large hail early and then eventually damaging winds becoming more of a threat. Now tomorrow, and again, this lines up with some models, but not all models, so this could change a little bit. Again, forecast, I'm just going to mention right now, the forecast for placement of these thunderstorm chances the next several days is very, very difficult. So it's almost a crapshoot in a way. It's almost a guessing game here. But right now the Storm Prediction Center does have an enhanced risk, and this really hasn't changed much from yesterday, an enhanced risk in southwestern Nebraska, northwest Kansas, eastern Colorado. A slight risk extends as far east as about York to Hebron, includes the Tri-Cities, and then farther north and east a marginal risk. And the thinking is that initially there could be some big storms, possibly supercellular in nature, with the threat of maybe some isolated tornadoes and large hail in southwest Nebraska, and then those would press eastward as a wind threat for Wednesday night. And then on Thursday, they don't have much of a slight risk out. Northern Kansas, western Nebraska, marginal risk for most of us. I think this will change as we get a little bit closer. I think a larger portion of the viewing area will be included under at least a slight risk of severe weather. I think there's a pretty decent chance we're going to see some severe weather on Thursday, so something to keep in mind as we get towards a couple of days out from now. Now temperatures for today should be fairly warm out there, lower 80s up towards the north, mid and maybe even upper 80s out towards the west with more sunshine in those locations. To the south, low and mid 80s for highs, a little warmer down in northern Kansas, and to the east a little bit cooler, could be a few additional clouds.